In order to reduce the width or length of a tile, you need to cut strips off, or even actually halve it. For example, when creating the edging, this is the most common cut, following all the way up the wall. There are different tiling machines for the different types and sizes of tiles. Choosing the most appropriate for your project and pocket will help you cut the tiles successfully. Some are designed only for ceramic tiles, so make sure you get the right one for the tiles you are cutting. A flat tiling machine, sometimes referred to as a snap cutter, basically works by scratching and scoring a line straight across the tile, and then what happens is you just put it in place and you snap it in half. When it comes to actually measuring and getting the right size tile for the wall edges here, what you have to do, simple trick, either you can measure it, but 9 times out of 10 you're going to make a mistake. Easiest way to do it, place another tile in position, so it's exactly above that tile, and then you bring your other tile, line it up. We're leaving a little bit of a gap against the wall so it can expand. And that's perfect, and that's our mark. Now, this is basically the piece of tile that we're going to use, and that's the piece that's going to cut off, and then it's going to fit into that position. When cutting the edge of this tile, pretty straightforward. Put it into place, and then we're just going to mark exactly where we want it, and that's going to be our cut line. Easy to remember. Bad that side, that's what we want to keep. Once we've marked up and cut our tile, we're then going to actually put it on the wall. Now, we're a bit limited on space there to actually put the adhesive on there, so a good idea is you actually put it on the tile first, and then you stick the tile onto the wall. If you do require a square cut, make sure you use a set square, otherwise a straight edge to make sure you get a straight line from those 2 points that you've marked on your tile. Put the tile on the cutter so that the cutting wheel rests directly on the line. Support the tile and lower the cutting wheel onto the tile. Score the tile by moving the cutting wheels along the mark. Press the handle down firmly and quickly to snap the tile along the scored line. Apply light pressure on the cutting wheel, as too much will cause the tile to crack and break. Thick tiles may need more than one scoring. If you need to make a hole in a tile to accommodate a tap or shower head, drilling a series of small holes is one way to do it. Then remove the gaps between the holes with a tile saw. You can also get an electric power tile cutter. Now this is a great tool, pretty much similar to your bench saw. It's got a rotating blade, diamond cutting blade. It sits in a pool of water, so it's wetting it all the time and keeping it wet, easier to cut. It's got an adjustable fence, so you can adjust how wide you want to cut. It's even got a 45-degree angle, so you can cut tiles in a diagonal. As well as that, it's got a lift-up fence, which allows you to cut mitre to the tiles itself. So pretty straightforward. We're going to show you how it works. It's very noisy, so don't forget your gloves and also your earmuffs. Pretty straightforward, a nice straight cut. Another option for straight cuts is a deep frame tile saw. This is also suitable for shaped cuts and curves. Nippers break off small pieces of tile at a time. Sometimes they are used in conjunction with the appropriate blade on a circular saw. Mark the shape or curve you want on your tile. Nibble away small pieces of the tile until you reach your mark. Smooth the rough, nibbled edges with a power file or a tile file. An angle grinder can be used to cut tiles, but it leaves rough edges that have to be filed or sanded down. Angle grinders are most commonly used to cut natural stone tiles. Practice makes perfect when cutting tiles. You're bound to break one or two, that's for sure. It happens even to the professionals.